Hello, team, and welcome back to the Mosaic podcast. This is the place where we put the life and business one intentional piece at a time to make something beautiful, wonderful, masterful, and extra not so ordinary. All right, so team, if you're new here, I am so glad that this is the episode you're starting with, because today I'm not just opening another episode. I am opening a season, and I want to tell you exactly what that means and why I am building it this way. And I need you to do what I need you to do to get the most out of it all. If you go back to one episode, I talked about being intentional. And then that really resonated with me. And and that's what I want the Mosaic podcast to be, even more intentional, because that's what we do at this podcast. We live a life with intention. And for a while now, this podcast has been a collection of wonderful, heartfelt, but yet standalone conversations. And it is a piece of intention here and a reflection there and so on. And I'm proud of every single one of the episodes that have been recorded by me for a year and a half now on this podcast. But I realized something, right? So I don't want to come back every week because of the topic. I want you to come back because of the feeling, because of an intention, a feeling that every week that you are becoming a little bit more intentional, a little bit more yourself. So instead of creating some random pieces, what I want to do is to give you something that actually fits together. It's a season. I want to have one theme lived over the next 5 months, right? 20 episodes, each one answering a single question. It's what intentional Mosaic piece do I need to put into my life this week? That is that question that I want you to ask yourself and to come back to this podcast for. So the season, it is called Becoming the Person You Were Meant to Be. Not the person your job expects you to be, not the person that your timeline says you should already be, or not the person, underneath it all, right? Like not the person that your mom or your dad or your significant other wants you to be. But underneath it, all of that, the one that you already sense is in there. It's waiting for you to build the systems, the identity, the work, and the courage to let that person run the show. So here is how I want you to think of the Mosaic from here on out. This is not a motivational podcast. It is a weekly operating system for building a business and a life one intentional piece at a time. Because we talked about this in the last episode. Motivation is a feeling. And a feeling can be temporary. But when you have a system in place, it is something that you can actually run on, right? So we are going to move forward the next 5 months together, and I want you to know exactly what is coming so you can plan your own growth around it. So the first month is all about going to be systems. We talked about the systems, spread it across many episodes of this podcast. But I want you to get a clear understanding and action steps on that invisible architecture of decisions, like you're architecting your days, the planning methodologies and the momentum that everything also gets built on top of. Month two, we are going to talk about identity. Yes, we talked about identity in the Mosaic podcast. Yes, I know that you have heard about it. But this is the structured place where you're going to see who you have to decide to be before the results ever even show up, including the inner voice running the whole operating system. And then month 3 is going to be all about AI and the future. Yes, we talked about AI, and you know me, I love AI. But I want you to know how to use the tools of this moment. And yes, it will change and we will re-record, and that's okay. But we will know how to use the tools, the fundamentals of it, to amplify your intention instead of replacing them. And what I think the next few years actually are going to look like. And month 4 is about wealth and business. And really, like, pricing yourself. What is the strategy behind building a business? Building real assets, right? Understanding that energy. And it's not just money, by the way. It is the currency that runs everything else. That's what we're going to talk about in month 4. And then in month 5, we're going to talk about living the Mosaic life. Living it all, like we're just going to bring it all back home into mornings, environment, and the daily practices of placing one intentional piece one at a time. Okay, so every episode is going to follow the same rhythm, right? We will have the own purpose, because we know that consistency is part of this practice that we are building here. We'll start with, reflections. You already know I cannot separate affirmations from any of these episodes, right? We'll have real takeaways, concrete action steps, not just inspiration, right? Something that you can actually do that very week and feel the difference in the short term, and if you're consistent over the long haul. And then we're going to close each episode with affirmation sequence. That's what we do here. I believe the words you say about yourself become the architecture of who you are and who you are becoming. And I want to be honest with you about something else too. I have a full life outside of this microphone. I have a job, responsibilities, a version of me that most of the people in my daily life don't know is building this. I share that, not for sympathy, but because I think a lot of you are doing the exact same thing, because you're building something meaningful in the margins, right? Quietly sometimes, while showing up for everything else that's happening in your life. And if so, this season is for you. This is specifically for you. So here's what I want you to know is coming, okay? Because I think that it matters that you hear it from me directly early. Everything that we are going to be building this season, the frameworks, affirmations, the action steps, they are all going to be foundation for something bigger that I am building inside the Mosaic ecosystem. There's going to be a premium space where all seasons will become full courses that you can move through at your own pace. And yes, Subliminal Vault is going to be flourishing. It's going to be part of this. And we'll be sharing guided affirmations, audio experiences. They are all going to be designed to work on you even while you rest. So those things are not going away. You don't need any of that, by the way, to get real value from what is free right here, right now, that I am building in front of you every week, because you are a consistent listener. But if a season moves something in you and you want to go deeper, there will be a place to do that too, is all I'm saying. I'll tell you exactly where every time so you're never wondering. So with all that said, okay, before we close this launch, premiere launch announcement, I want you to do one thing, and not the whole season, just one thing. Decide right now. I want you to see which piece of your life you most want the season to touch. Is it your systems? Is it your daily plan? Is it your identity? Is it your relationship with money? Is it your relationship with your kids or with your significant other, with your parents? Is it your morning routines? You name it. I want you to name that. And once you name it, I want you to keep that lens while you are listening through for the next 5 months. And it matters, team. It matters. And that is the type of intention that we live our lives in this podcast. So I want you to have each line of these affirmations sink in, please. You are exactly the right person to begin building this season. You do not need permission to become who you were meant to be. Every piece you place this season, small or large, is building something real. You are allowed to build this quietly, in the margins, for as long as you need to. Your consistency is the proof, long before the results arrive. You are not behind. You are exactly where this season needs you to be. You are becoming the person you were meant to be, one mosaic piece at a time. You knew that was coming. All right, team, thank you for so much. Thank you for so much for being here for the start of this beautiful journey. Truly. Whatever brought you to this microphone today, please keep showing up. That is the whole game here. If today's conversation moved something inside you, continue the work in the Mosaic podcast. It is where I will share guided affirmations, subliminals, audio experiences designed to help you become the person you are intentionally building, one mosaic piece at a time. All right, team, month 1 starts next week, and I will see you there.